Namaskar, everybody. So I'm coming into the last week here at Swan Yoga Retreat in Goa, where I'm doing this 28-day Panchakarma cleanse for body, mind and spirit based on the Ayurvedic and yogic suggestions for health and longevity. And today I wanted to share a breathing technique that I loved and I love, but it's very rare that I teach it. I'd kind of forgotten about it. And one of the nice things that I've been seeing as I've been here doing yoga and meditation daily is a reminder not only of the science behind yoga and the kind of real holistic system that this practice is. We tend to get very narrow-minded in the West and just believe it's about the asana. But being here has reminded me of this amazing gift of tradition of how to be healthy and well-rounded, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally, and just a little bit more conscious of this amazing thing that we have, which is life. So this breathing technique is called Bhramari, and Bhramari means buzzing bee. I think what's made me forget about this practice and maybe not teach it so much when I've been teaching in New York has been the fact that when you do it, you could feel a little bit self-conscious. So it's nice because I'm teaching you this and you're probably at home, you don't need to worry about the sound that you're going to make because you're going to make a sound like a buzzing bee. And this breathing technique coupled with the sound is an amazing practice to calm your nerves. You know, sometimes when I'm feeling a little frazzled, it's like I almost feel like all the wires in my head are just like exploding, right? My brain, and the brain is an organ that processes thoughts and creates thoughts. And often we're thinking too much, we're worrying too much, our mind is going in the past, it's worrying about the future, it's not in the present moment, and that can create almost like a electrical storm in the mind. So when we do this technique, we're using a soothing sound that has a vibration that can have an effect on the brain, because the brain itself, you have the brain, and then it's within almost like a walnut within a shell of the skull. Between the brain and the skull, there's this fluid, cerebrospinal fluid, that is all the way around the brain. When we do this practice, what's happening is we're creating a sound that vibrates through this fluid, and it's very calming. Every time we're using sound vibration, it has a very particular effect. And so this one is to calm the nerves. It's a great practice if your mind is racing. It is also a great practice if you're having trouble going to sleep. So I highly recommend this if you struggle with getting to sleep, with kind of closing everything down. Bhramari might be the way to go. So I'm just going to show you very quickly, and then I'll talk through how we will do it together. So it looks like this. The thumbs go to the ear flaps, and then it goes like this, like the bee. And then you just release your hands and down. Okay, let's do it together. So I'm going to give you some prep stuff and some tips as you do it. So the first thing is to make sure that your jaw and this whole area, the lower mandible, is released and relaxed. Oftentimes, this is a place where it's unconscious tension. Many times we are not speaking what we actually want to say. Like we're in a conversation, maybe we want to speak, we can't speak, and there's a little micro clench. Maybe we're getting angry with someone, but we don't express it. Again, there's like at a micro level, there's a little clenching. So all of that builds up and can collect in the jaw hinge, which is here. If you take your index fingers and you'll feel a little divot and that is the place that the jaw hinge TMJ is. So you can take your fingers and just take this, and we'll just open the mouth and close the mouth 10 times. So okay, and then take your fingers to, there's an area that's almost like the bend in the road here. Open the mouth, just gentle, fingertips just touching, and you'll move your lower jaw side to side. You can see why in a class this might look a little silly. And then last thing you're going to do is just massage around the teeth. And when we're doing this breath, you want to make sure that, I like to lick my lips so that there's more of that vibration coming through the lips. You're not going to be able to see this, but you want to have space between your teeth. So you can take your tongue and just make sure that the space is there so your teeth aren't clamped behind the lips, and the lips are gently closed. Okay, once we've got this whole lower part, because that's going to be the part that the vibration emanates from, you're going to take your thumbs to this little flap in the ear, and you just gently close that off. The other fingers just rest gently on the head. And as you close your eyes, just really let your eyeballs relax. You're not having to look at anything. And you take a deep breath in. We'll do it 3 times. And you just let the kind of go through all of the cells. I like to think of it like a wake up for the cells in the face as well. So it's like a facial massage and a brain massage. So let's get to it. Taking your thumbs, gently place them over the flaps of the ears, fingertips rest on the head, sit up tall and straight, so a little wiggle up so that you're not slouched down. And as you breathe in, you're going to expand, open, and off we go. When you're done, just gently release your palms back to your knees. Soften your face. Imagine the calming effect of that vibration through the liquid around the brain, over the cells of the face, and the throat and jaw are relaxed. Sit quietly, allowing the effects of the practice to percolate through your body's systems. do one last round. So gently lick the inner edge of the lips. Close your lips, but keep a gap between the teeth. Bring the thumbs up to the ear flaps and close the ear flaps off, and fingers resting gently, not pushing too hard, just enough to close off. Take a deep breath in, last time. Releasing your hands, bringing them into Pranam Mudra, or hands together, and gently resting them at the heart center. Noticing the quality of your face, feeling inside the skull, the mind. Sense of tranquility maybe. And gently drop your chin. Gaze is inward. Tilt yourself forward. Come back up. Let your eyes open. And thank you for practicing Bhramari, bee buzzing breath with me today. Signing off, wishing you all well. Namaskar.